Hello everyone. Today we are going to have a really short lesson on how to add and subtract positive and negative fractions with common denominators, or the bottom number being the same. Okay, so first we have to understand the parts of a fraction. So the numerator is the top number of a fraction, or the top part of the fraction. The denominator is the bottom number of a fraction. Next, the steps in adding or subtracting, and this is only for common denominators, or if you have the bottom number of the fraction the same. So the first step, you're going to add or subtract the numerator, which is the top number. So essentially, you're following our integer rules that we did when we were just adding or subtracting regular numbers. Number 3 is to keep the denominator, or the bottom number, the same. Next, I am going to practice with you and show you how to do this. So on letter A, okay, we see the numerator is 1. The denominator is 5 in this fraction. The second fraction, or second part of this problem, 3 is the numerator, 5 is the denominator. So the first step, like in slide 2, it says add the numerator. So we're going to take both numerators. 1 plus 3, we get 4. Okay? In the third step, it says keep the denominator, or the bottom number, the same. So we see 5 is the same. So essentially, we're just moving that over. So we get 4/5, and that is our answer. Next, you will do letter B. Make sure you're aware of the fact you're adding or subtracting. Next, letter C. So for letter C, whenever I see numbers like this, I usually rewrite them so I know exactly which number is on the top, or the numerator, and which number is on the bottom, the denominator. So I'm just rewriting 1/3 plus 1/3. So we know the numerator for both of these are 1. So we're just adding the numerator. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. We know the denominator is 3 for both of them, and we have to keep that the same. We just essentially move that over. So our answer for letter C is 2/3. Next, you can do letter D if you have to. Rewrite it so the numerator is on top and the denominator is on the bottom. All right. The last slide I'm going to help you with, and this is essentially, we're just getting back into the negatives and positives like we did earlier in try 1. So I will do letter A to start with. So we see that it's a -2/9 plus a -5/9. So essentially, we cross that plus out, and we're just subtracting 5/9 from 2/9. So we take -2 minus 5. And you might have to use a number line for this. I like using number lines because I can then see it. So we're starting at -2. So I know we're subtracting 5, and I know when I subtract, I go to the left. So I'm going to go like this: -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8. I think that's far enough. So I'm starting at -2. I am subtracting 5. So I'm going to go over 5 places, and I know I'm going to the left because I'm subtracting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I know my numerator is going to be -7. So I make sure I get the negative out in front. Okay? And I know my denominator is the same. I just move that over. So my answer is negative 7/9. Next, you will do letter B, 3/12 plus negative 5/12. Letter C, negative 11/15 minus a negative 6/15. And D, negative 5/7 minus 4/7.